Looks like the party's getting started.
Hey, hi, hello, how are you? It is Snowjelly, and yes, I'm a tiny little PNG with little to no effort because of time crunch. But I do want to start off yet again with another thank you for me reaching 100 subs. I couldn't have done it without you guys. And to celebrate that, it is a Q&A video. Yes, Q&A video where all my lovely subs and followers get to answer questions from me, or to me, well, whatever, you get what I mean. Anyway, let's get the show on the road.
Time to rock and roll!
Congratulations on 100 subscribers! I'm not fully sure if you have mentioned this or not, but is there any origins on the designs of your characters you use in videos?
Actually, there's a lot of lore when it comes to the characters I use in my videos. To start off, Snowjelly the Inkling, she has a lot of lore because of the Splatoon universe, and I'm going to touch up on that a little later. But Lumiki also has lore, which is the girl with the curly blue hair. Lumiki is based off of a slime person. I don't show that form of her often because, well, I never had a real use for it yet. But if you're wondering, yes, my characters have lore to them, and I have a lot more characters coming your way.
Question 1. What made you play Splatoon?
To be honest, I should be thanking my sister, because when Splatoon first came out, I was not at all interested, none whatsoever, until she told me she would buy it for me and then she would play with me. But granted, you know, I was the only one that actually played it, but once I played it, I didn't look back. It was really vibrant, it was cool, it was a different type of shooter, battle, multiplayer game, and I could see myself really being invested in this in the future, so here I am.
Question 2. When did you start playing Splatoon?
Splatoon 1, but specifically the time after the Idol Splatfest. I think it was maybe like a month or two after it ended, so there's that.
Question 3. Can I pat your head?
Can you pat my head? I mean, sure, I guess. Sure.
Question 4. What is your first Sonic game you played?
My first ever Sonic game that I ever played in my life would probably be Sonic Rush. My brother had it on DS, and at that time he kind of showed me the Game Boy Advance video of Sonic X, like the first 2 episodes. So I was kind of already invested. So when he was playing it, I asked him to play, and next you know I wind up borrowing his DS 3 times out the weeks. So there's that. But yep, first Sonic game, Sonic Rush.
How did you meet up with different YouTubers like 7K, JackoGen, etc.?
I'm going to be straight up and honestly tell you guys, I did not expect to meet so many Splatubers or YouTubers, at least until I hit it to like 500 subs. But you know, the first person that I ever wound up meeting inside the Splatuber community was Epi. But once I met Epi, I met more of the people in the community like Igus, Weebird, Mikachu, Hydra, Shane Mario, Queen, and a lot more people, like a lot more people. And you know, as time goes on, I started meeting even more people inside the Splatoon community that's not in the circle like that. But the most recent ones that I've started following recently would be Tentacle, 7K, and JackoGen in that order. When I first met 7K, we was talking on Twitter. This was like in late April. And we just started commenting on each other's posts and stuff, started talking about art and characters and lore. Next thing you know, we just became good friends, just 2 goofy people just hanging out, and generally, like, he's a really cool person, and I see him as a little big brother. Little cause he's younger than me, but you know, he He's much more mature than me in some aspects, and he's just really cool. For Jacojin, we met during a raid of Epi, and I wind up, subbing to him, but not really talking to him. But I wind up going on one of his Twitch streams, and next thing you know, he basically said, "Hey, you look cool. I've seen you around. Do you want to do a collab?" So I'm like, "Oh, okay, sweet." So after that, we just basically started hanging out. He's basically just like me, like a mirrored version of me. We're literally just two peas in a pod, like very similar. Lore talk, art, story, the love for Splatoon, you name it. And generally, he's one of my best Splatuber friends. I have an IRL friend named Octo. There's no competition there, but when it comes to the Splatuber community, Jacojin is definitely one of my close friends. Not sure if he sees me as a best friend, but generally I see him as a very close friend of mine, and I'm glad I met him. But that goes for everybody in the Splatoon community, because without them, I would not have the motivation, I would not have the variety of friendships, opinions, funny laughs, and generally I love all the people I've met so far. They make a great community, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. But I am describing Jack and 7K in particular, so there you go.
Hey buddy, congratulations on making it to 100 subs. Good job and keep up the good work. You are doing very well. My question, because why not, for you. Question 1, can I hug you, can I boop you, and give you a piggyback ride?
Can I hug you, boop you, and give you a piggyback ride? As a 23-year-old, I don't think a piggyback ride is wise. As for a hug and a boop, sure. It's kind of weird. Everybody wants to boop me lately.
Question 2, do you feel very special? Because I think you're special and a good friend.
I feel special, and thank you so much for considering me a great friend.
Question 3, what will you do in the future when your channel grows? Do you have other plans?
What do I plan to do? Well, I do hope to have more collabs. I do hope to start playing more games, maybe get into VR, maybe do art streams as well. I'm not entirely sure. I did say to hope for that because I do plan on doing it. It's just that life has been a little bit hard and I'm trying to handle a lot of stuff. So maybe it may not be immediately, but it'll definitely happen.
4, we should do a gaming collab, don't you think?
By all means, if you want to collab, I'm down. Just let me know the game, what time, what day, and hit me up for it.
There you go, my questions. Good luck, buddy, and I hope you improve so much.
And thank you for your support and hoping that I improve.
What made you choose your name?
So, funny story. When it comes to my name, it was literally based off of food and me wanting to be original. And what I mean by that is, when I first started my art career, I didn't go by Snowjelly. I went by an old name called Lunaria Artist. I did have my real name in certain aspects as well, and I also go by a different nickname called Bippz, Bippz. And for those who know me in real life, if I let you call me by that name, that means that you're close. But aside from that, I needed a new name, and at the time I was in the art group chat, and I wanted to think of a funny name for me and my friends. So I was eating ice cream, but it felt like Jello. So I think icy Jello, Jello equals chewy jelly, and it was frozen like ice and snow. So basically, Bippz and the Snowjellies. It's a dumb name. I know, it's cringe. But After that, I kind of liked the idea or the name of Snowjellies. It was so funny. So I kind of just kept that in my memory. So later on, when I wanted to go by a new name, that name came to mind, and I already put my name in Splatoon 2 as that because I didn't want to use my name or my real name. Next thing you know, it just stuck with me. So there's that. But yeah, that's exactly why I go by Snowjelly. It was literally because of a funny name, a funny texture, and it just sounded different. That's basically it.
Congrats, Boo! Here are some questions that I think will be great for you to answer for your community. Question 1. What is your favorite Splatoon game and why?
My favorite Splatoon game is Splatoon 3, but I probably have to give it to Splatoon 2. More so because it was a lot less chaotic and less toxic back then. So Splatoon 2 is definitely better when it comes to the community. For gameplay wise, it is Splatoon 3. So I'll just say it's a tie.
Question 2. What do you think about the Foam Stars that's on the PS5, and do you think you'll ever play it?
I think Foam Stars looks good visually, but according to what I've been hearing, basically saying that they used AI art, they're kind of plagiarized some music, and due to the fact that it's only a PlayStation 5 exclusive, I think that it's pretty bad when it comes to marketing. Again, visually it looks great. I would love to play it, but one, I don't own a PS5, and two, I don't think I'll own a PS5 anytime soon. So maybe if I do get it, I'll give it a shot. Hopefully people won't criticize me for playing it. And if I do decide to play it, I'll let y'all know.
Question 3. Is there any other games you thought about playing on your channel?
There's a lot of games I plan on playing on my channel, more so in the classic era. I was thinking about more classic games, you know, maybe like stuff from my childhood, maybe more pixelated games or dungeon games like Ember Knights, Sudeki, Lethal Company, Metal Arms, I think. There's a lot of things that I'm pretty sure not many people in my audience know what type of games these are. I want to play them on top of like Fortnite Lego too, but I have to see how my audience feels, or I was afraid to really go forward because I was concerned if my audience would kind of, you know, question what type of games I play. So I'll get back to you on that. But there's a lot of games I do plan on playing and streaming. So the ones I listed, those are the main few that I kind of want to look up on. But if there's any other suggestions of what games I should play, comment down below.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Wood.
What color would the trees be if the dogs ate cat food in the sea?
Colors of the trees are pink.
Considering you're going to be doing art on your channel, is there a possible chance you would do short comics on your channel of Snowjelly, her lore, and some funny interactions/adventures?
Once I start streaming my art and I go through the art arc of my channel, I do plan on drawing Snowjelly and more of my story/lore more on the channel, and I will also be describing it more in my videos if you guys are up for it. I think talking about my lore onto the channel would actually be a good +1 because it'll bring more depth to my character and Snowjelly and the way I see her Splatooniverse, because in the Splatooniverse she's a lot different than just the average game. There's a lot of things I have in store, there's a lot of plot, and there's been a lot of story typing that I've been doing lately on Discord, and it's definitely a deep dive into her lore, how she is, what she is, who she is, and I do want to introduce that with everybody. It's just that I've been working on this comic lore for about 2-ish years, and I doing it by myself, so it is taking a while for me to actually, leap off and, start a comic or start a video or start a little animation about it. So there's that. But if people do like my lore, want to know more about my lore, be sure to like and sub, but also leave a blue heart inside of the comments, because I want to see how many people are interested in Snowjelly's lore. And if I can get about 15 blue hearts, then I will start talking about my lore. So get to it. Again with the boops. You guys are really trying to boop me. Like, where exactly? What, in the cheek, on the nose or something? Jeez. I'll play Splatoon for as long as its lifespan. As in, if there's a Splatoon I meant Splatoon 4, then I'll be playing Splatoon until that ends. Splatoon 3 is going close to the end of its updating lifespan, so I'm not sure how long I'll be playing it for, but I will play it to the very end, and I can guarantee that. Especially since Side Order just came out by the time I'm recording this, there's definitely gonna be more challenges and lore and video ideas for a while before I stop playing Splatoon. But that is all of my questions, my jellies. Thank you all so much for the question. Thank you all much for the interest in my characters. Thank you for the support and boops, I guess. And I hope to see you around. I hope to see you in other videos. I hope to see you on streams. And stay awesome, stay amazing, and much love from the jelly. Bye, guys.